I hope you all are doing well and in a good health. I am Varinderjeet Singh, representing my group, whose name is Straight Off the Couch. I will be presenting a presentation on the topic what are employee benefits and services, and starting with what are employee benefits and services. Employee benefits and services, which are also known as perks or fringe benefits that are given to employer over salaries and wages. These employee benefit packages usually include profit sharing, medical insurance, overtime, vacations, and extra. Moving on to the next thing, why are employee benefits and services important? Companies that offer the right benefit package can give them a distinct advantage in competitive recruitments. A strong benefit plan will set your company apart from the competitors. Offering benefits to employees shows that you are not only investing in their overall health but in their future also. Benefits can help to differentiate your business from competitors. For employees, these facilities create a sense of loyalty to the employees and indicate the employees care for their well-being. It improves employees' morale and boosts their engagement. Further, it relieves their stress and encourages them to be more attentive and productive at work. Popular employee benefits that are vacations, sick leave, paid paternal leave, and extra. The next thing is what are mandatory benefits in Ontario. And there are two categories, legislated employee benefits and competitive employee benefits. Talking about legislative employee benefits, which includes Canada Pension Plan, employment insurance, workplace insurance coverage, and the next thing is competitive employee benefits, which are flexible work arrangements, employee assistance program, education and training, dental insurance, paid sick leaves, short-term and long-term disability insurance, life insurance, and dental care and vision care. Thank you. And now my friend Salom will take over.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. This is Salom, and today I'll be speaking about maternity and parental leave benefits. There are two levels to this. There's the federal level and the provincial level, and I'll be speaking about the federal level. Another federal level is the Employment Insurance Act, which is a federal program that provides employees who are unable to work with income benefits. I'll talk about the maternal and the parental benefits. Another maternal benefits is payments eligible to employees who are unable to work due to the fact that they are pregnant or just had a baby, and these payments may begin 12 weeks to the expected due date and end 17 weeks after their date of delivery. In another parental, these are income benefits received by parents of a newborn child or newly adopted child, and there are two types of parental benefits. There's the standard benefits, which is for a duration of 12 months, and there's the extended benefits, which is for a period of 18 months. If a parent shares the parental leaves with their spouse, they are entitled to an extra 5 weeks under the standard and an extra 8 weeks under their extended leave periods. Under the maternity and standard leave benefits, parents are entitled to up to 55% of their income, and under the extended, they are entitled to 33% of their income. And the good thing is they can, under the federal program, they can return to work and have their same position and still enjoy all the benefits they were enjoying before they went on leave. They can opt for the extended leave period without fear of losing their jobs because they are protected by the Canada Labour Code. And now I would hand over to my colleague Pratush, who will talk about the provincial levels to maternity and parental leave benefits. Thank you.
Thank you, Salon. Now we're going to discuss about the maternity and parental leave benefits on a provincial level. Under the maternity leave, biological and surrogate mothers can avail up to 35 weeks of leave, whereas biological mothers can also avail up to 17 weeks of pregnancy leave prior to birth. Under the parental leave, both the parents are considered and they can avail up to 61 or 63 weeks of leave. Parental leave are of two types, one is the standard and one is extended, as discussed earlier during the federal policies. Federal policies are followed by most provinces for these benefits, except for the province of Quebec, The province of Quebec has its own insurance program for its employees and residents. Only the residents of Quebec are eligible for this program. And now we are going to discuss about the eligibility of employees for these programs and benefits. An employee has to be employed at the organization for at least 13 weeks to be eligible for these benefits. Or if you are logged in at least 600 insurable hours under the employment, you're still eligible for the programs. If you have noticed that your weekly earning has gone down to less than 40%, you're eligible for the program. There are two types of combined maternity and parental leave programs based on the duration, one is of 12 months and one is of 18 months. Under the 12 months maternity leave, both mothers and surrogates eligible for 15 weeks of maternity benefits. Employment insurance will provide for 55% of average weekly salary, whereas under the 18-month maternity leave, 15 weeks of maternity benefits, 55% of average weekly salary is provided. Maternity leave benefits can start 12 weeks prior to the due date rather than 8 weeks. And when it comes to the entitlement of the employees after the duration of the leave, there are two types. Employees may continue in their old position or they may continue in a different position upon the agreement of the employer. Employees cannot be penalized based on taking a pregnancy or parental leave. They may not also be penalized on being eligible for taking these leaves or if they are going to be eligible to take these leaves. There are other benefits which are unaffected during the leave duration. Some of them are pension plans, life insurance plans, accidental death plans, extended health care plans, and dental plans. As employees pay a premium to the employer to avail these plans, they are still eligible for these plans during the duration of the leave. Now my friend Kalpana will take over and she's going to discuss the details further with you. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to discuss about the legislation or statutes governing leaves. So leaves are mainly governed under the Federal Labor Standards and the Employee Standard Act 2000. The Federal Labor Standard is governing the leaves which are for the employees who are federally regulated, and then the Employment Standard Act 2000, those are for the employees who are provincially regulated for the province of Ontario. So under federal labor standards, like their minimum wages and leaves, vacations, holidays, and their standard conditions are explained in that. And then when we say about the federally regulated employees, who all are federally regulated employees? The employees who work under banks, railways, marine, shipping, and in airlines, etc., are considered as federally regulated employees. And when it comes to Employment Standard Act 2000, those are, as we said, those are for the employees who are regulated under province of Ontario. And then who all are, which all employees are coming under that? Those are whoever is working under different employers in Ontario other than federally regulated employees. Those are coming under Employment Standard Act 2000. And under Employment Standard Act 2000, the standard conditions for their minimum wage, working hours, and then their leaves, vacations, etc. are mentioned. And under both these acts, nearly 10 to 13 type of leaves are defined, and then their set of terms are also defined. So the concerned department, they conduct different kind of inspections to make sure that all employers are following these rules, and then there are no malpractices or something happening regarding this. So in case if they find about any kind of compliance issues, what they do is like they inform the employer, and then they also ask them to provide a written statement including what has happened and what is the justification, and they have the employee literally have to give a written commitment saying that within specified days the corrective action will be taken care, and then the issue will not happen again. The federal labor standards are covered under Part 3 of Canada Labor Code, and then the code is applicable to all full-time, part-time and casual employees of a firm. It really doesn't distinct between the employees, and all it cares about whether the employee meet all the requirements specified. And there are certain positions which are not covered under federal labor standards. Those are for the employees who carry manager positions in engineer, architecture, legal, medical, and dental departments. The Employee Standard Act 2000 is administered by Ministry of Labor, and then the Ministry of Labor proactively conduct a lot of awareness programs to make sure that the employee and employer are aware of the standard conditions set by them. And then there are certain designations and then the certain type of employees which are not covered under Employee Standard Act 2000. Those are the people who work under any religious or any judiciary firm, and the people who work under work experience program provided by the private colleges, and people who do community services, people who work as police officers, etc. Thank you so much, everyone. Now the next topic will be taken care by Kanish.
Thank you, Kalpana. Hey ma'am, I'm Kanish Kanu, and I'm going to talk about Bill 47. What is Bill 47? Bill 47 is also known as Making Ontario Open for Business Act 2018. This was brought by the current Conservative Party leader of Ontario, and he's also the Premier of Ontario, Mr. Doug Ford. This bill was brought on November 21st, 2018, and which replaces the previous bill, Bill 148, brought by Catherine Will from the Rebels Party. This bill brings many changes to the previous Bill 148. Let me explain about you the key changes what Bill 47 would bring. The first change would be minimum wage. The minimum wage for hour was $15 per hour, but this bill, that is Bill 47, has freezed the cap and stated that the minimum wage will be still $14 per hour, but it can change according to the inflation rate from October 2020. And another category is personal emergency leave. In this, in Bill 148, an employee can take up to 10 days of leave. From that 10 days of leave, he could take at least take 2 or 3 days of paid leave. But in Bill 47, there are no unpaid leaves. There are no paid leaves. There are only unpaid leaves. That is, he can take 3 unpaid sick leaves, 3 unpaid bereavement leaves, 3 unpaid family responsibility leaves, and 2 unpaid bereavement leaves. Another category is card-based certification. Card-based certification. What is card-based certification? It says about unions. An employee who is joined with a certain union, he can gain some benefits from that union. But by this Bill 47, that has removed this category of card-based certifications. And another category is equal pay for equal workers. In Bill 148, the employer must not charge its workers regarding its based on employment status. But in Bill 47, employers may pay different rates based on employment status as per like part-time and full-time. What reaction of these changes? Well, this Bill 47 has brought a lot of mixed reactions. Like Mr. Doug Ford himself, is a businessman, says that this bill is a pro to all employers, will bring a pro to all employers. Like this bill creates more employment opportunities other people as well. But Ontario Labour Council President Mr. John Cartwright, he has said that this bill would not help the other employees as well. So I conclude my part, and Pranati would do the rest of it.
Thanks, Ganesh. Hi, everyone. I'm Pranati, and today I'm going to talk about 3 important facts of leaves of absence that an employer should know while dealing with their employees. So, throughout this presentation, we talked about maternity and parental leaves, right? So, because of that, and that's very important because the employers or the HR people do face them on a timely basis. So today we're going to talk about the important facts about the maternity leaves and the parental leaves and also the sick leaves. So first let's start about the maternity leaves. So every employees, the employers, the first fact is your employers cannot fire you when you're pregnant just so that you're going to go on a maternity or parental leaves. If they do so, that would be a clear violation of the Ontario Human Rights Code. And the next thing is, what happens if someone is too sick to continue to work while they're pregnant? Well, you have the right to take the time off while you're pregnant, and if you're found to be medically unstable to work. So and also you can request modified of duties and temporary flexible hours and time off to attend valid medical appointments, and your employer should and must accommodate your request of the medical situation. So these are a couple of important facts about the maternity leaves. So let's move on. Let's talk more about the parental leaves. So parental leave. Well, one fact is we always say maternity leave when we are in fact spending most of our leave time on parental leaves. If our leave time exceeds more than 15 weeks, then we are definitely on a parental leave, not maternity leave. But I think we always say maternity leave simply because it's been around longer. That's because the maternity leave was introduced before the parental leave. So in case if we are taking leave for more than 15 weeks, let's remember it's parental leave, not maternity leave. And the other fact about parental leave is for both parents, not only for mom but also for dad. And birth mothers who took maternity leave are entitled to take 61 weeks of parental leave, that is the extended parental leave. And if the birth mothers did not take any maternity leaves, then they are entitled to 63 weeks of the parental leave. That is like 2 weeks extra if they didn't take the maternity leave. So these are a couple of facts about parental leave. Now coming to sick leave. Well, now sick leave is another type of leave which is actually taken very frequently by the employees. So the important fact, sick leave is nothing but, to explain it in very simple terms, it's when you're sick and unable to make it work, that's when you can take a sick leave. So the important facts about sick leave is, now the sick, according to section 50.2 of the Ontario Employment Standards Act, it allows employees to take a minimum of 3 sick leaves. Now again, these sick leaves are the unpaid leaves. You're not gonna get paid for the sick leaves. Okay, so and the other thing about the sick leave is, though it only specifies that the maximum days that you can take is 3 unpaid sick leave, but that's not the end of it. You can take longer than that in case if it's needed and if they have valid reasons. So as longer as it required for you to not come to work, so you can take those sick leaves. So these are a couple of important facts about any such leaves of absence that an HR person should know while dealing with the employees. Well, so this is the end of the topic, the employee benefits and services, and I would like to conclude by saying benefits and services for employees actually play an important role in the culture of the company, and for them these provision can actually create a sense of loyalty to the employers and towards the company, indicating that the employers care for their well-being. And also the employee benefits such as health insurance and the retirement plans also provide employers with a tax advantage benefit. Employees also benefit in the manner of tax deferment, in tax deferment, and the retirement plans. And a carefully implemented benefit plans can also include some basic employee services, can go far towards creating a positive business culture. Although employee services might be considered a benefit, they usually an optional and not a necessary thing when people are looking for a job. But again, these employee benefit will actually help the employers to retain their employees, because for retaining their employees, these also play a major part in the job role. So that is it from our end. Thank you so much, and hope you have a great day or a great evening ahead. Thank you.